Greetings, ladies and gentle isolators. It is, I want to say April 3rd, 2020? A Friday, probably. That means it's another wonderful day for basics. Today, I'm going to be over here on OGS, where I'm going to make an attempt to get a true DDK game. I'm going to put up a challenge for 15 to 10 Qs only. I might be wincing on enough throughout the video because I slept weirdly. But yes, one of the greatest critiques I've had recently is that a lot of my basics videos aren't actually DDK when they're labeled DDK. I thought that, 8Q and whatnot is close enough. But I'm going to do a true-to-life DDK game or two. And yeah, so today, it's for you DDQs. Next week I'm probably going to be going back towards more of the KGS series in the down levels. But for now, let's enjoy some DDK.
Game started.
Alright, got a game here versus a 14Q. Our rule set against DDKs especially, hands off trying to kill anything. That is very, very not good. Got double 3-3s from our opponent. Let me just go ahead and take a peek at this guy, make sure he's a legit person and not someone who just created a game or created a brand new account. Alright, he just beat someone by 120 points. Excuse me? Okay, we'll try it. I'm going to block old school, facing my other stones. I'm also going to say hello to this fine fellow. And we're not going to play anything complicated here. We are just going to Hane at the head of 2 stones. And then I'm going to extend. Very, very, very old school. He'll probably play all the latest and greatest AI stuff, or not. Okay, a little bit sad. You could have had Sensei there to play elsewhere. Right now, we're just both regurgitating a Joseki. Not much to see here. Okay, this is where things get finally interesting. We go corner, side, center. So for that, we've got open corner, and open corner. So I'm going to do either of these, and we're going to ignore the fact that he's playing over here. I will take my enclosure first. I don't know. I'll take a large knight. I favor large knight. It's a thing. If you like small, that's fine. 2 space, that's fine too. Excellent. I have an enclosure. Now I'll make my extension. So what we are doing here, by prioritizing corner, side, then center, with some amendments, is we are looking to play on the largest point of the board. We did not respond to his approach to our strong group, because our strong group, by definition, is already strong. Therefore, we don't have to actually defend it against one itty-bitty stone. One stone, for example, cannot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stones, turn around and kill. I mean, that had to be one pretty freaking strong stone, right? For that to somehow, all by itself, no other stones around, to just turn around and kill 8 other stones. 8v1 and you win that fight? No. Come on. It's math, man. It's math. Now, there's like Hane and stuff here. I don't really care. I'm just going to go ahead and play here. It turns it into a weird variation. That's fine. I could play here. He doesn't die, does he? Here. Not really. Tell you what, I'm just going to go defend. Not even going to think about it. Now, he does have to respond. Yes. Okay, he's alive. Great. Excellent. There are still 2 corners available. I want to approach the largest side. So for that, it's pretty simple. I can look at this and I can count the lines, and I can look at this and count the lines, and I can look at this and count the lines. So here's a question of which way do I want to block, or approach, sorry. I could approach it this way. It's a little bit smaller than this way, but I can grow. So I'm going to give that like a +1 modifier. Also, these stones are low. Because these stones are low, I know I can get on top of them. So I can grow, and I can grow there too. Another +1 modifier. Now, this is a large area. This is a large area. He could grow this. So that's a pretty good reason to split this. But I want to prioritize my growing and not just reducing. So, what's a good thing to do here? Maybe just this one, huh? Let's just go ahead and play here. You could do the shoulder hit if you wanted to. It's fine. Okay. Now, regretfully, I don't really know how to do this without showing off like a variation that makes sense. But it's going to do a jump here. I should be kicking, but we'll see what happens. I have Sente again. I'm just going to go ahead and do the kick to kind of like defend here. Cool, 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 cool. Sides before center, so I could grow the side, or I can reduce his side. Can I get a 2-space? I can. If I play here, I can get a 2-space this way, or I can get a 2-space this way. So I'm kind of liking that. Let's go ahead and play it. And then we'll go growing into the middle. Just like so, just like so. And now we're going to grow into the center of the board. Best move for him right now was not that one. It was, in fact, oops, I almost clicked. It was, in fact, this one, because this one goes into the corner, or into the center, sorry, where I'm going to start building very, very nicely. Unfortunately, he's playing this move, which can't get a base. And I'm already out, so I feel completely okay just going ahead and capping him. Now, I don't want to connect him up. That would be kind of bad. At the same time, I want some shape for myself. So I'm going to prioritize the shape first. If he connects under, I can Hane here. It's not the end of the world. Okay. He did not let me do that, so I'm going to go and play here. He can get a base for himself too. That'd be fantastic. I completely would approve. Excellent. I'm just going to go ahead and completely surround him. Perfect. Okay, now this is where people start getting a little bit uncomfortable. Because he's essentially has only eyes for the corners and the centers. To the point where he has all of them. He took all the corners, right? He's also in danger now, because if we take a look at his territory, which we're going to do now, count in pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a monkey, but I'll call it 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great. We found 40 points for him. Fan-bloody-tastic. But I can count in pairs for myself as well. And I could be like, well, if I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6 and then add Comey. So 7, 8, 9. And then we're at maybe 10, 11, 12. Maybe 13, 14. We're not falling behind. We're not falling behind here. So what we want to do now is we want to keep low stones low to secure the middle. So we're going to play the shoulder hit here. This, I think, is DDK level. You could have also just capped here, but this is fine too. Atari, drop back. If Atari is here, we fall back. Because then look at my pairs. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That gives us 11 pairs. Plus Comey. It's not doing bad, man. Not doing bad. Excellent. And now I'm going to do just a grow into the middle, like so. Nope. I am not responding to these weird moves. Or not weird, they're like making sure he's alive. And the reason why we're not doing that is because I am so busy doing the middle stuff that I don't care that he's alive here. Is he alive here? Nope, he's not alive here. I can play here, I play here, he plays here, I play here, he plays here, and then I can play here, and then maybe he's not alive, maybe he's go for life. Well, we're not going to care about that right now, are we? No, we aren't. Instead, we're just growing again. He attar'd me here. Do I care? No, he can take my stone. We are way busy in the middle right now. Because we're doing corner, side, center. So how much territory is in here? Who knows? And you can see here now that he's trying to fix this. He's trying to deal with it right now. Against a Hydon player, I would probably shoulder hit here into a fallback and then kill this because it can't go anywhere. I know it can't go anywhere because if it goes left, my stones, down, my stones, top, my stones. And so this little guy here would be ensuring there's nothing over to the right either. So he'd have to make 2 eyes complete in the center with no connections anywhere. And then he wouldn't be able to do that, so he'd be dead. Now that said, I will take Tengen because this is a basic series. And DDQ, and I have no intention of killing him. I'm just going to do something you're not supposed to do. And defend until he's fine. Trying to push him towards his stones again so he could be A-okay. But you see how heavy he is? How hard it is to live here? That's like, what, 1 poke? So if I had cut him off, imagine it being this heavy, all nicely cut off. Oof. I'm just going to go ahead and defend. I want him to connect somewhere. I don't really care where. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. No, it's not. I'm surrounded now. Let's make sure that we're alive now. Because we took pains to ensure that he's connected on up. I'm going to make a little bit of a base here. Make sure I'm not going to die. Because that would kind of suck. But yeah, my territory here in Comey definitely matches the first line territory he has here. The question mark, maybe nothing he has here. Couple of third line points here, couple of third line points here, couple of third line points here. It's not a lot of territory. When you play this kind of game, where you're just going for all of the corners, you don't have many points. So you had better not let your opponent develop the center. If you do, you lose the game. I can Hane here. I can push here. I can push here. Making sure he doesn't get like 4 lines of territory for free. Make a little turn, little doodad. Then get some more points for myself. I mean, okay. Like, look at this calm exchange that he just played. It just gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 points, right? Where does he have 20 points? Legitimately, where does he have 20 points? Because remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10. Which means this has to be equaled elsewhere. It's not equaled here. It's not equaled here. And it's not equaled here. Without even counting, we know this. We could just look at it by general size. We can eyeball it. Right? We can just eyeball it. Push him back. My stone's being hurt, so I'm falling back. I mean, I've done all I needed to do this game. I'll just go ahead and make sure he can't come on in. Ladder goes irrelevant. I'll just play here and defend. I'll play here. There's like a weird empty triangle there. There's might be a cutting point or something in the future. Just not dealing with it. Just not dealing with it. Whoa, this is a fast game. 2 games easy. 2 games easy today. But you can see how these general ideas of keeping your eye on the big point allowed us to get ahead. And knowing the order of territory you take. Corner, side, then center. He took the corners. He didn't do so great on the side, because the side was first line. That's a little bit of a small side, you know? It's a bit of a small side. And then after that, he completely lost track of the middle. Because he went into more corner, that kind of stuff. As a result of not knowing opening theory, we're doing really well, and our opponent is not. And it's just direction of play. It's just finding the biggest move. Knowing when you have Sente, he had targeted my 1 stone. I didn't even consider responding to it. Why? Because there's no reason to. It's 1 stone. He could play here and capture it. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But they were still larger than 9 points on the board at that time. So who cares? Wasn't even worth thinking about. Was our group solid? Sure. Was solid. Was nice and strong. Yeah, sure. Like we just mentioned. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What do we do? I lost my thingy, unfortunately. I mean, I know that there's this, but is this a thing that people would actually see at this level? I don't know. I'm just going to say they won't. And I'm going to play here instead. But he might see, he should be able to, nope, he doesn't see that one either. Yeah, see, like, I can throw in, he connects, I draw back, and then my stone save. So. We're completely fine there. How much territory is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I don't even know. So, what, 35, 55? I'm gonna, I don't know what to do. This move is small. This move is the biggest one. I'm gonna play it. This poke is super big. This is worth 2, 4, 6, 7 points, something like that. Yeah, just come on in, right? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I mean, that's the way you want to play it. I'll push in this way then, sure. Seems fine. Decent reduction. Alright, let's go ahead and review.
Review started.
Okay. So for those of you who are interested, time of resignation, he was we were up by a calm 20 points-ish. This isn't really territory right now. So about 20 points. About 20 points without fighting back. So let's look at how that happened. He went into the 3-3s, he 3-3'd me. I played super old school. He could technically play away right now. We're not really bothered by it at this level. So he played here. I did not attack this 1 stone, though I can, because I don't see where this is going to go. If it runs, then something like this is what we got. We have a weak group to attack later. I can get territory here. I mean, it's fantastic. Took our enclosure. He didn't block the extension, but then again, he needed a base. It's not terribly surprised that he didn't, because if I had to put this one on here, now we just go ahead and cap. We don't really know where he's going at that point. Maybe poke here first into a cap. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So we got an extension from our enclosure. He went into here, which again was too soon. I could play here. I was afraid he was going to die if he just connects, because then we could just throw in that he's dead. So I was a little bit concerned. If he just plays here, there's some danger involved with that one too. We can just play this one. Because if he connects, he's dead. If he plays here, he's also dead. So a lot of ways that you could maybe mess that one up and get killed. So I just played here instead. He had to respond there. He was dead. We expanded. One thing that I want to definitely point out here was this. Keeping third line stones low. If he jumps out, we cut through, and then we're developing over here, and there's a weak group over here. Completely A-okay. He has to connect there. We can connect back because we have a stone right here. If he hanes, we cut him. He can do this if he so feels inclined. This is completely A-okay as far as I'm concerned. Actually, I'll probably hane instead. He can do this one too. And this one. But you get the idea, right? It doesn't matter because we're still profiting like a crazy person. That was too small. We just kept growing. And now, once again, I want to show from here how easily this area could die. Like, if he tries to get something in here, it's really tough for this group to make two eyes. You see that? Like, all of this would just be dead. So had we played here, same thing. Because going down here doesn't mean anything. If I play this way, then you can see how he's being isolated again. So this is where we would normally divide and conquer in a higher level game. Here we've kind of pushed him towards his own connections. Got ourselves a little bit of a basey base. And from there, everything was pretty much A-okay. Everything's nice and fine. Not a lot to talk about from here because the lesson is very, very straightforward. I could have disconnected this because if he plays here, it's very, very tough for him to find a way to just not be dead here. Very tough for him not to just die here. But this is more of a 5Q problem, I think, and definitely not a 14Q problem. So I just went ahead and let him connect up and live. It doesn't matter if he's alive. Not getting into any fighting whatsoever. All we were doing here was just surrounding the next largest move. So let's go ahead and play again. That was a quick game.
Game started.
Alright, another game. With another 14Q, I will say hello to this individual. Hello. He has a 3-4 facing. That makes this the largest side of the board. I will go ahead and play a stone here and then approach. Like so. Reason why we are approaching here is because I'm extending on the largest side. So in my head, that gives like a +1 modifier. It also prevents his enclosure. Another one. I get to develop an area of the board where I didn't previously have like any real influence. So there's really good reasons to do this. I could play the top one, get an enclosure, that's great. Connects up my stones and develops, that's great too. But doesn't prevent him from doing anything. So this is has like an extra point to it. So we're good on here. Simple Joseki, I'm not going to do Tiger Mouth. Tiger Mouth is not bad, but there are some aggressive variations there that can be seen. I don't want to see them, so I'm going to connect solidly. Essentially, you Tiger Mouth, and you use Tiger Mouth here, right? And they can play like right there. Threatens to go underneath and make a base and come out. It's like a really annoying variation. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my little base. And change my track because I'm almost at the end of this one. Okay. Changed my tracks, and I probably cut all of that commentary out of the video. Alright, so what are we doing here? Well, I want to develop this area, so I'm going to play towards that area. Simple. Done. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to develop this area. So boom, I played it. Uh-oh. Crazy move. He jumped into a pincer on my turn. Is there a basic thing I can do here? No. I must jump out to keep this and this from connecting. Okie dokie. Do I still have a base here? Yes. Then I'm fine? Yes. Then I will surround the top. He attached to me. I will Hane. Protect my little cutty point. Hane. He can live up here. It's fine. Doing the exact same thing. He gets to live up there. He gets to live. No problems. Gonna Hane because I can see the ladder works for me. He says it doesn't. Excuse me. Hi. How are you? Confirmed it does. Ladder work for me. Now, choosing to fight over this is really, really weird. We should just go ahead and get a base here. By the way, if I Hane it here, he dies completely. Yikes. I've already got him pincered, so I'll kick him. I need to be very careful. Essentially, this is kind of cheating showing it, but I mean, I assure you I can read it out. Anything like along this line, so anything that touches any of these points or any of these points would kind of screw me, because you can see there's now, we're getting into kind of like liberty shortages. Must be very, very careful. Must be very, very careful. If we start getting into things here and here, then a little hot dog's not going to feel very good. So I'm going to play here. And when the next move that he plays, I'm probably going to take this one stone out. I just need Sente to get rid of that one stone. Get rid of the one stone. Da 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 da. Now that move there, you can see exactly what he's doing with it. I run smack into his stone. Let's go ahead and just take that off there then. He attached to me, so I'm going to respond. Don't want him turning in Sente, so I'm going to respond. He should like connect up here. Excel. All right, back to corner side center. Let's go ahead and hit this real quick. Give it a little bit of extra strength, and then I'll go back to corner. Now the question is, what side? Could you not? Question is, what side to approach? Well, if we look at this side versus this side, one of these is larger. So I will be approaching on the larger side when I have Sente. Right now, he's still kind of poking at me, which is kind of annoying. Tell you what, I'm going to just double tap, make sure that we're fine. There's no weird cutting through me shenanigans, because I'm connected via a small knight, and he's pretty close. Always be mindful, smallness can be cut. Now we're going to play away. Here you go with the invasions again. So many invasions. Everyone's just like invading all the time. And like, I remember back in the day, people tried to build areas, make frameworks. Oof. Oh, those were times. Those were times. Instead, we have overplays here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Times we living in, man. They're just all thinking small. He changed his mind on that one. Good. Good. I like it. Now, I could settle here, and I'm going to, but it's a small mistake. I should make a base here. What are you doing? You know what? I don't care what you're doing. I'm not gonna try to kill you. I ain't that kind of person. Take my base away. I don't care. We could have Haned and done some really serious stuff to him. Playing away. I could play here into here if I really want to cut off the middle group. Probably not gonna be a thing ever, but you know, could. Let's make certain that we're never under attack here. Ever, just never, ever, ever. I might be saying you're losing. The right is so big. The right is so big. Don't worry, the right's not territory yet. Right is not territory yet. And he only has the right and this area, so whatever. He wants to make a wall here. We will divide and conquer. Now he's cut off. Yeah, pretty much what we thought. Sente again. What do we want to do with Sente? Can Hane here? See how he protects cutting points. Notice I'm playing pretty much where I've already played. I'm kind of loath to drop a new stone, because that stone then is weak, can be attacked. Instead, we're just chilling. Look at that. That was a much easier way to reduce than just anything else, really. Alright, what's the only thing he can do on this board? He needs to use this influence with this little stone here, right? It wants to do something. And we are now firmly in the middle because the sides are all gone, so it makes sense to go in the middle too. So, okay. Let's... Maybe just jump on in there? I don't know. Jump on in, I guess. Might make some more territory in the middle of the board, because there's some territory here. Not rightly worried about any of his weak points. All of his territory is here and here, pretty much. This area's going to be really tiny with some endgame. Oof. We know it because it's completely surrounded. That does nothing. My stones here are all nice and strong, therefore I don't have to waste time reading this out. I'm not even cut yet. He has to play here to cut me. If he does, then fine, I'll play here. Whatever. Not the end of the world. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. So right now, technically the cap is the large thing on the board here, because if I go back and play here, he plays here and I play here, these stones are cut off. I've already capped it, and then it's dead. That said, we are going to play here. Give him Sente back, because, I don't know, maybe there's a cut, maybe it does something, who knows. We're just going to defend to defend. Don't rightly care. I mean, this area still looks pretty big, but making some territory. Then I'll reduce him and maybe make some more territory. And then maybe reduce him and then make some more territory. It's not bad. About to say, unless he plays again, this move here still works. Now I think it's just dead, so... I want this to connect up to here because I'm tempted to cut it off and try to kill it. I don't really want to... Oh, it's still tempting. Oh, it's so tempting still. Still so tempting. Here, I'm going to push it to connect. We're pushing the connection. We're pushing the connection. I don't want to cut this off and try to kill it. Just push in the connection, forcing it to play here. That's an issue. If I play here, this group dies. I don't really know what this is doing, though. Alright, so if he plays here, double Atari, no problem. Alright then. This move still kills him. I'm gonna walk him towards safety. Also inadvert. Oh, come on. No, no, dude. I'm not killing you. I'm not killing you. I refuse. We don't kill in basics. Not DDK basics. I refuse. Oh, okay, that's not... I'm not killing this. This is already dead. There's a difference. It's kind of like if he played here. That's not me killing that stone. That stone's already dead. Bum, bum, bum. So is that, because there's nowhere to go. Look, where's it going to run to? It's got nowhere to run to. He's trying to get a lot of stuff done here. But you'll notice that I've not been making bad connections. I have like a 1-point jump here. I like a little small knight thingy there. I don't have bad shape. I just don't. Now we're in the middle, as you would expect. Despite having all of these stones, it looks like I'm going to be having more territory here than he has in the middle of the board, which is... oof. That is something. That is something. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and force connect this here too. I'm giving Sente. I really want him to fix this. I don't want to just play here. If I play here, this does die. Okay. He's just not playing it. I can't get him to play it. I'll play here. Does he defend this one? He defend anywhere? Lego we. You need defenses, sir. Like this is kind of with a 2-space extension. Okay. Ooh, it didn't like me here. Stupid review bot.
Review started.
Review started. So this is a pretty straightforward game too. I played largest side of the board. Very, very easy. I built towards my stones. Very, very easy. This is an overplay. We just separate them, make sure you can't connect. I did not, in point of fact, play here because there's no real reason to. Like, some of you might do that, but this is just hurting all of my stones. Like, what is the value of this? What do I do? Play here now and then here and then get surrounded? It doesn't seem like a very good variation for me, right? I definitely don't like. So this came out. Make sure you can't connect. Surround the group that didn't get defended. Now, we actively decided not to defend this group because it already has extension from its wall. And there is no singular move that he could play in the world that completely surrounds my group. It looks like he needs 3 to solidly surround it. So where's the fire? You know, what's the rush? There's no reason to play here again. So we just played here. Clearly. I think this might still be dead. I don't know. Wait, if I... So there's this. No, that's alive. Maybe he's alive here. Maybe there's no way to kill that. Maybe no way to kill that, huh? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Ladder break. We took. He's connecting up. Sure, fine. Put a little bit of pressure, a little bit of pressure. And then I just don't want to have to read what happens here. Like, I know intellectually I can play elsewhere, because if he does this, look at the shape he just made. Right? He just loses that. So I could have played away, because I can read that I don't need this. But these little crutches, these little training wheels that I have on here, it just taps us to make sure that we're fine. And I don't need to read that ever again. Now he actually just can't push and cut, right? He just can't do it. Doesn't work. Wide aside. So we approached it. He came in here. We don't care. He followed up. We don't care still. I could have played here, I guess. And then if he connects, then we just play this one. If he plays this one, we get this stone nicely killed. Just one stone, not the end of the world. Defending, separating, living. A little bit of reduce. Like, ideally, he would want to play something in here to start this one up. But, I mean, now he has to run. So what's the point in trying to play this way if you're just going to get immediately reduced to crap? Because your weak group is going to go right into that center of the board. It's just not a good time. And then last but not least, he didn't like respond ever. Like I could play here, here, into here, then this group is dead. Because if he plays here and here, here and here, I don't see any other force moves I can possibly give him. So he has to like try to live now, right? So that's one way to kill. You just throw in there. I could play here too. Lot of ways to kill that group. Lot of ways to kill that group. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, here I don't really see what to do. And then there he resigned. I mean, he might be alive here still. Like, maybe play this one, but then I just play here. Maybe he's dead, I don't know. Play here into here. Can he live that way? Maybe on this one? No, I'm not really seeing it. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to kill that top of group. Ay. So most of this was just large points. Understanding the order in which we get territory, corners first, then sides, then centers. And not playing puppy go. That's all you gotta practice at the DDK level. Don't have to kill anything. It's fun too, admittedly. It can certainly increase your win, but don't have to. So if you're DDQ out there, you don't know what to work on, now you do. Where is largest point on the board? Do I have Sente? Work on those as a DDQ. That's actually all you have to do. And don't, in my opinion, take special note from that first game. Don't do that AI crap. You're not ready. You really aren't. It's tough to use. It's tough to use. Learn the traditional first. Then if you want to go down the other path, where you're giving influence away to your opponent, you will know the dangers of doing so. And you will enter that in full understanding. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Next week's going to be more Dons on KGS. Hope you enjoy that one as well. And I'll see you next time. Take care, buddy.